If you've been eating well, moving your body, and the scale still won't budge, it might not be about what you're eating at all. It could be stress. I'm Kathy, and today I'm going to explain how one hormone, cortisol, could be the hidden reason that you're holding on to weight, especially around your belly. And I'll give you 3 science-backed things you can do today to start bringing it back into balance. You know what? There is plenty of food around. I can eat whenever I need to. And you know what? We've taken a lot of deep breaths today. I bet we're in a safe place right now. So let's dive into cortisol. What is cortisol? Cortisol is your body's #1 stress hormone. It's made by your adrenal glands, and in small doses, it's actually quite helpful. It's essentially part of our fight or flight response. It gives us energy to respond to danger, okay? To help wake you up in the morning, right? So these are all really important things that cortisol does. And it is an important part of our life and part of our full sleep-wake cycle, our circadian rhythm. The problem comes when cortisol stays too high for too long. Just like anything else, right? Too much of anything can have negative effects. And for women in their 30s and 40s, juggling work, kids, families, relationships, and honestly just being part of life is incredibly stressful. When cortisol is chronically elevated, like in the people that I just described, your body goes into this survival mode. And when our bodies go into survival mode, like I talked about in the last video that I will link up here, our body stores more fat. Essentially, our bodies think that there is no food around and we need to hold on to everything possible. And the easiest way to do that is to store more body fat, specifically in the belly area. So here's what's really happening in your body. Number 1, cortisol increases your appetite. It literally signals your brain to crave high calorie, specifically high sugar or high carbohydrate foods. So essentially it's not a willpower problem, it's just biology. The reason for this is sugar and carbohydrates are easy energy. And more energy means more fat storage, which to your body means more safety. Now, second, as I alluded to earlier, is that this whole process also drives fat storage. Belly fat in particular has more cortisol receptors. And so when cortisol is high, your body prefers to store weight in your midsection. Now, that is why when you are higher stressed and you find yourself gaining weight, you might notice it more in your midsection rather than noticing it in your arms and legs. And this is also why when we lose weight, if we're not working on our stress response as well, you'll see weight loss happen in the face, arms, and legs before the midsection. Again, it's all about biology and our body's desire to protect itself. And finally, number 3, cortisol breaks down muscle. The reason for this is because, again, if your body is in survival mode and it wants to conserve as much energy as possible and store fat, the most metabolically active tissue in your body is muscle. That's why we say to focus on strength training if you want to also work on weight loss, because when you build muscle, when you physically get more muscle on your body, your basal metabolic rate increases. And so with cortisol, not only is it preferring fat storage, it's also breaking down muscle tissue, which then lowers your metabolism even more, increasing the fat storage, and it's this positive feedback loop where it makes it even easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. So finally, what makes it even more challenging for women in their 30s and 40s is that even though we're not yet in menopause and we're kind of inching towards perimenopause, our bodies are already shifting in hormonal balance. Right? So this is why what you did in your teens and 20s doesn't work anymore, because our hormones have shifted. and they're going to shift again soon. And essentially, your body is just more sensitive to cortisol as you age. So, with all this being said, what do we actually do about all of this? Here are 3 things that I recommend. And I'll just put this out here. None of them involve a restrictive diet. None of them involve you drastically changing your life to get XYZ results in 10 days, okay? All of these can be part of a really balanced and healthy, long life. So number 1 is move your body gently. I am all for high intensity interval training workouts. I'm all for running and all of these amazing, like lifting heavy, and these are wonderful. But I want you to remember gentle exercise as well. There is something so beneficial about going for a long walk, practicing yoga, doing these things that help bring your body out of this really intense stress response that can come from intense exercise, because exercise is a stressor on the body. And these more gentle forms of movement, even once or twice a week, can help you to reduce your stress for that amount of time and help you find a little bit more balance. So whether it's during a rest day that you include gentle exercise or you build it into your week, adding a little bit of gentle exercise throughout your week and into your existing workout routine is very, very important. Number 2 is prioritize sleep. This one is talked about a lot, but sleep is very important. And in our lifestyles that are stressful and busy, and if you're a mom and you're running your kids to all the different things and trying to eat healthy and trying to prepare food and trying to do all these things, I'm getting stressed out just talking about it, right? It's building stress, and it can make it harder to get good sleep because our brains are thinking about all these things that we need to do tomorrow, what didn't go well today, 6 months in the future when we're planning something, 6 months in the past where we did something that we didn't think we should have done, right? All of these things impact our sleep. And so taking a moment to wind down, I actually have a really gentle yoga practice. Even if you've never done yoga before, I'll link it up in here. But it's a really nice 10-15 minute yoga practice to help you wind down after a busy day. It's a great thing to do right before bed so that you're not looking at a screen. You can even like put it on your phone and just listen without watching the screen so that you don't get that little bit of extra blue light right before you're trying to sleep, to help you calm down and get a restful night's sleep. And number 3 might surprise you. Well, maybe not if you're familiar with my content here, but is to make sure you are eating enough. And this one was talked about a lot in my last video, but under eating is also telling your body that there's no food around, which, say it with me, is increasing your cortisol, which then increases storage of the belly fat. So eat enough so that your body feels nourished. When your body, not your brain, right? Because our brains can outthink our bodies. What we need to do is eat enough so that our body feels nourished. It's nourished and it feels safe and it feels comfortable and it goes, you know what? There is plenty of food around. I can eat whenever I need to. And you know what? We've taken a lot of deep breaths today. I bet we're in a safe place right now. And this is what your body is going through. It's not literally saying it, but your body is working through these emotions. And so as you come down off of this stress, you find time to breathe, you give your body all the nutrients that it needs, and you eat until your heart and your body is content, and you exercise, and you give it the things that it needs, all of a sudden, the excess gets released. So if you've been stuck in this cycle of dieting or over-exercising or just either gaining weight or just haven't gotten off the plateau of weight loss, I want you to hear this. It's not your fault. Your body is doing exactly what it was made to do. And the way out is not another diet. So work with your body instead of against it. And if this video resonated with you in any particular way, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like because I am here to support you on this journey, and I want to make sure that you succeed. I make videos like this every single week, and they are uploaded every Thursday. So helping you and women in their 30s and 40s stop dieting for good and get off this diet cycle to finally feel alive and content and just satisfied. So drop a comment below telling me what your biggest source of stress is, and I read every single one of them, and I will be sure to comment back. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.